I'm tired, man. I had a late night last night, so that didn't help things at all. And by that I mean, I didn't sleep until 7 in the morning. So it's a wonder that I'm still awake even now, and trying to stream at the same time, but you know what, I'm crazy. I want to play this game, and I said I was going to stream today, and so I'm going to. Velafum Hill. You know, it actually does seem vaguely familiar. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Tell me, you finally found the uninhabited Titan? That's right! Made it there without a scratch. The map, the bard's song, the elder's legend, it was all true. Bah, I wish you could have had some of that fun after you bonded with me. No fair. Of course, back then, I had no idea that I'd be the driver of an Aegis someday. Not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure, it was hardly boring discovering that legendary uninhabited Titan. The natives give us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters, of the Arachno, Antal, and Skeeta variety. Cool. And they were pretty huge specimens too. We must have looked like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get off the Titan in one piece. Ah, a fine recompense for an adventurous heart. So your plans to build a holiday villa there came to nothing. It's more than a little tragic. Well, I mean, that wasn't the primary aim. Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things didn't work out quite so well for my playmates, though. Aegean? Your Majesty, forgive my interruption. But this appears to be the location mentioned in the report. Would that be Malos? Ah, so we're here already. The journey passed as the blinking of an eye, thanks to Addam's enchanting tales. If your servant's humble recounting was able to relive your imperial tindium, truly the most blessed of men am I. Oh, I do wish you cut it out, Addam. I am not your better, and you should know it. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Hugo, old friend. Now then, Mithra, I'd really like to get your opinion on this, as the Aegis. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malos' handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion, Mithra? Malos' attacks would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. But whatever did this only scorched the grass, it can't have been such a high temperature. Everyone, look there! It's a big one! Indeed, we cannot let it run riot. Just think of the damage it could do if it got to Lasham Cove, or its settlement. Everyone, get to it! Alright, here we go! Have I fought as Addam yet? I don't remember. Okay. Oh god. I've also been doing some New Game Plus stuff in base Xenoblade too, so hopefully that doesn't mess with anything in playing this game. Oh right, I don't have any arts cancel. Ah. Man, it's so terrible to go from having it to not having it at all. Oop. It's done. Alright. A fire-spewing monster. It's a good thing we had Aegean on hand. Perhaps it's bold of me to say, but I've dealt with worse. Well, it seems safe to assume that this was the cause of the burn marks. I would never have dreamed that such a foul fiend could have lain in wait so close to Torna. Maybe it was driven out of its original home in a territorial dispute. I've heard that happens from time to time, like a monster hunter. Yeah, maybe. Or more likely, some human stole or smashed his home up. We call them monsters, but to them, we're the monsters. Indeed, it must be us. The day shall dawn where man's exploitation of the Titans will bring us all to ruin. Perhaps that dawn is already upon us. Ooh, okay. They're already dealing with that issue, huh? That realization. Indel! Back to the Praetor. Oh wait, did I mount this right there? Ooh!
Interesting thing you've got there.
Oh.
Malice enough.
You can do that.
It's
Okay.
all right. Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis.
The other Aegis, okay.
It is said to be the embodiment of the Architect's light.
That's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
Ah.
You believe yourself so strong?
Huh. Don't you?
I really do find it interesting that the
Your
Aegis scores
situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go.
models the conduit so heavily. Hmm?
This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of.
Is this their first time
And
seeing the
then
helix?
This one here is a blades.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
It's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
Whose DNA are we looking at now? Core crystal?
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans, it also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
Oh, we should be meeting Lora and Hayes over here, right?
Right. So it was the Cian forces that ravaged this
Cian.
area.
Okay, that's how you say it.
Yes. The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford. Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indal entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
Wonder if
King,
there's
don't joke about it.
any
Rumors
particular
like that
reason
could cause trouble at home.
that I'm out this chose
I am
Addam
merely a
here.
quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine now. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
Using her again for his own gain.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indal would prefer to keep it quiet.
Ah, okay.
They're even routing support to the Militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but
Is something wrong?
they're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Hmm.
Just remnants, hmm? That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
They're going after Lora, aren't they?
What the?
Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta hurry. She has haze, but will that be enough for a group of mercenaries?
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her.
Ah, yeah.
Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No! God.
You remember me? How touching.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
Do I have to fight them? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you imagine I just have to hold out, right?
Well, there.
Oh, okay. This is not as scary.
Caution will win the day.
Here comes the birdie.
Oh, but you're level 18. Oh, God. Level 18, 20, 17, 16. Jesus!
I got it.
You're a
Right on
lifesaver.
target. Gotcha.
Here comes the birdie.
Alright, so I need to be... need to think about this carefully.
Right on target.
Probably her talent art is going to come in useful here, actually. If I need to do this, then I will.
Gotcha. Right on target.
Alright, he's not doing anything anymore. That's good. Oh wait, have I seen her level 4 yet? I don't think I have. Oh yeah, I have seen this. Ah, that's a lot of damage now.
I can still improve.
No, yep.
I have to.
That'll do it. Oh, I jumped up 2 levels from that. Oh, you're still standing.
You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away.
Oh, it looks
My
so
lady,
blurry at
you
the bottom
have to
there.
go.
It's all right. He's here.
You bastard!
Just in time.
No!
Nah, not today.
Had enough. What's next then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Enough! That's enough, Jin. Just leave him. For my sake.
You're a lot kinder than most people, Lora.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so...
that feels hard to believe, honestly. But she says so.
Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship, after all.
Yeah.
My arms! My arms!
Is he about to run into, like, Rothbart or something? Just looks up. Oh no, okay, it's just the Praetorium. So is he just a liability now?
The hell are you?
I just realized his eyes are so bloodshot. Wow.
Stop it!
Are they making him a Blade Eater? Oh. Okay. So now we have to go back to the ship? Okay. Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honored guest. It's funny, I was expecting it to be all glitz and glamour, halls of gold, diamond chandeliers, and all that. But there's nothing like that here. I like this much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility like to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. More Ardain, on the other hand, is a military state. Just as their emperor must be a masterful driver, so must their diplomatic vessels be armed for war. That is the Ardanian way. So long as its mission is not a covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend. And if the leader of this is the first to fall, what then? Jin! It's alright, Lora. He makes a valid point. That is precisely why Aegean and Bridget, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Bleh. Your Majesty. We will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Your Majesty, we have urgent news! What's going on now? His Majesty is currently entertaining guests. As you know, we've applied stricter regulations to our scout patrols in light of the recent tragedy at Torna. Well, one of our patrols happened upon a young Gormati near the camp at Sage Fall, but they lost track of him. So, you think he might be a survivor? We believe so. I would like for our country to shelter as many refugees as falls within our means. I do hope you can be found quickly. Wait, we should go with them. What for? Their army's not exactly short-staffed. He's just a kid. He'll be scared witless of the soldiers. Of course he's going to run away. Lora's got a point. Very well. let's head out. Alright, I wonder how soon the roadblock with the community levels are gonna appear. All the way over here, right. This is gonna be a long walk. Can I fight this? I actually can. Can't I? Let's do it. Yeah, especially so I can get a grasp on how to play Hugo with Richard and Aegian.
I will not let them go unpunished.
Oh,
I shall wield my full power
Still?
in the name of the Emperor.
Really? Wow, okay. You really have to be close to hit enemies, huh?
Do not strain yourself.
Ow! Ow! Okay, switch, please. Lora, you gotta switch too. Come on. No! Woo!
They've spotted us.
Really? Oh wow, they tell you where the tombstones are in the map now, too. There's so many quality of life like changes here that I really appreciate. Well, here's the campsite as Siege Fall, or Seagull fell. Now about that boy. Hey, isn't that him? Well. Hey, wait! We won't hurt you. We mean you no harm. Please, stay. You won't hurt me? I see you've decided to trust us, for now at least. Would you journey with us, young man? We can also offer a hot meal. Young man, he says. I've lost Kelly. I mean, my sister. I have to find her. That's important stuff, kid. Why didn't you tell us right away? I tell you what. Okay, you want to head to Lasham Cove and wait by the boat. We'll find your sister for you. Well, I never. Have you never the Gulf rushing out patrol? There's like machine parts, adventurer, untrained eye scrapped. You need a cold call to Seeker. Okay, and it's broken, so let's see. Okay, yeah. Just collect some parts and repair it. Seeking a Seeker. That's the unfortunate part, isn't it? And that means that there's more like upfront fetch quests in this game by comparison in terms of quest design. Cause I would probably argue that the base Xenoblade 2 hit that a lot better, because a lot of it is still tied to like blades.
Familiar ground. We must stay vigilant.
Oh, yeah. And then also just the little storylines that they had tied to them made them a little bit more engaging at the very least. I don't know, maybe just the fact that I'm aware of it in the first place that I can tell if it's just gonna be a fetch quest or not. You know? Oh yeah, right. Give me that.
I've always wanted to do this.
Level 9. How am I having nostalgia for a game that I just finished playing and still technically am playing right now?
I tremble with excitement.
That's crazy. You know what? The music is probably what's doing it the most too. Well, that and like the slight differences in this environment compared to the past. Well, the future, I guess you can say. Alright, Kelly, we're here.
Huh? Who are you? Kelly? Yeah, that's me. How do you know? Oh, my brother. You can take me to him? Oh, please.
Guess who?
Kelly! Kelly!
Aw.
I can't thank you enough.
Careful you don't lose her again, kid. You should be looking at— whoops, I pressed too soon. Oh, something else? A blank news! Something tells me it's urgent. Correct, ma'am. If I may, this information is for His Highness's ears only. You may approach. I see. Everyone, may I ask you to reconvene in the boat strategy room later? Something unforeseen, is it? Indeed. I'll give you the details presently. You received a crafting recipe for Lora. What does His Majesty have to tell us? And is this related to Malos at all? Alright, controller down.
Thank you all for joining me here. I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Addam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the Militia.
The who now?
Oh.
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
They are heading to Torna as we speak.
To Torna?
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to Aletta.
As you say.
Wait, what was that part? Yeah. Lora? I've never seen Addam like that before. He's gone off somewhere. Is it best to leave him alone, do you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go where you go. Right. No. He might need someone at a time like this. We have to go after him.
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes. I thought you always know what to do. You're never lost.
I wish that really were the case. To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mithra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis. When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces. Though fortunately, we avoided that thanks to Jin.
Is that why you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mithra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened.
Ah, here it is.
This cataclysm Malos caused. It's likely all because Questa Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using, just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
You think?
Yes, she is.
That still means I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it, little by little. I was the same.
If only time would slow down and afford me the chance.
Ah. It sucks knowing where all this is gonna lead. We should be able to take a ship headed straight to Aletta from here. That's great, but why's it gotta be a passenger ship? Can't we travel with the Emperor? What's wrong with making a grand entrance? I'm awfully sorry. Though I may be traveling with Lord Addam, I'm afraid my actions aren't officially sanctioned. His Majesty's ship is a war vessel. It would take considerable negotiation before Torna granted us docking privileges. Figures. That attitude of yours is what gives us so much trouble. You just don't stop to think about the consequences, do you? Honestly, I give up. Behold the mighty Aegis, wielder of unthinkable power and unparalleled foolishness. Hey, would you get off my case? I didn't even say anything. Knock it off, you two. At the very least, we've got a nice leisurely cruise ahead of us, and that's something. I'm excited to meet the Resistance. People who all look up to Addam. Well then, if we are all agreed, let's get on with it and talk to the captain, shall we? The captain. Okay. Yeah, because I haven't gotten too many fights with Falor yet. Oh man. It's only a little bit past 8, but I'm yawning so much. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. It reminds me a little bit of the Air Sea. I'm pretty sure it's called Kingdom of Torna, but the other side, Aletta. Aletta Harbor. Ooh. Oh, I see you. I wonder what Torna.
Miss me!
Ooh. I wonder what Torna's gonna look
Lord
like.
Addam. Lord Addam's finally come back.
Welcome back, Lord Addam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Just a tiny bit.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Addam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Addam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Ooh.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger.
Of course.
And, you know, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
Just royalty things, right? Jealous siblings and power struggles. For a place out in the back of Beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at all this lush scenery. I think I could live here quite comfortably. It warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling in a bit of architecture here and someday. Architecture, huh? We better finish off Malos quickly then, so he can run off and live life as a hermit. That's the plan! Will we be staying here a while? Long enough to gather some intel on Malos. Plus, there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance. That suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I think I'll go for a stroll. Understood. Thank you all for acting in the interest of His Majesty. Where are you off to, hero? A regiment of ours has been tasked with the disarmament of Xian troops at a nearby archipelago. My presence there has been requested so that I may inspire them. Right then, let's see if we can iron out a few of these problems the Resistance has been having. Is that something we can help with? Jin and I would be more than happy to help. Right, Jin? Of course, if that's what you want. Thanks, both of you. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we've got right now is the lack of provisions.
I hope we'll be able to help.
Alright, so are we going to have to find food? Or are we going to be collecting stuff that we need to cook? That's the real question here. Alright. Oh, you! Roly-poly! Alright, so what do you want me to do this time? I'll take that.
Ugh, we're such saps.
Brojan, is that you? Whoa. Lord Addam. Please, a moment. Uh-huh. Hey, he's turning blue. Throat jammed. Here, drink some water. My first thought was to just punch him in the stomach. But water's a better option. Ooh. Looks like your color has returned. I'm afraid I have no idea who you are, but I owe you my life. I think you're exaggerating a little there. Not at all. I'd give you something by way of thanks, but I'm afraid it's a difficult time for me right now. Brojan, have you been snitching food on the sly again? Lord Addam, no. So what were you doing here then? With whatever it was, it sounded awfully like someone guzzling to me. Prince, I was disposing of spoiled food, Your Highness. You mean you were scarfing down rotten food? That can't be good for your health. Thank you kindly for your concern, but I am fortunate to have a naturally robust gut. That is not how it works. That sorta makes sense? No, don't fall for it, Mitra. Yes, Virgin, I get it. You will stop at nothing to make things more efficient. As we've just seen, you'll even risk your own life for it. Can you give me a report on the state of our food supplies? Of course. Well, since your highness's recent return, we've been catering for a few more soldiers. I suppose I bear some responsibility for that. Yeah, we should help out with the catering too. Here's a list of our most needed foodstuffs. We should probably get one more and ask them, each of them how you asked for. Whoa, man! Oh my god. I need to take a small break after this cutscene. I guess we have everything we need to start searching. Okay. Man! Oh! Yeah, I guess, not going to sleep until 7 in the morning is really catching up to me, huh? Searching grasses of Torna, gather lacno-nuts. Lacno-nuts. Okay. I don't feel comfortable with that name. Weeping Flower. Gotcha.
Lord, have you ever considered writing a diary?
I've thought about it, actually.
Ooh.
But in all honesty, Bridget, I'm happiest keeping all my memories here, in my heart.
Of course, Bridget would ask about that, right? Welcome back. We managed to get all the food you wanted. Take a look. I'll take the liberty of confirming. Master Addam, would you mind if me and Mick take care of the cooking today? The two of you? Yep. The caterers are looking pretty overworked since all the other people showed up. We should help out. That's very thoughtful of you. Then I'd be honored to ask for your assistance. Okay, let's get to it, Mick. Yeah, you only spoke like 1 or 2 times in like that first cutscene, so I have no idea what he even sounds like by this point. This is good, but it's only a temporary measure. I need to come up with a permanent solution. Still the food crisis, right? Feeding an army complete.
I'm glad we could be of help.
Oh, funny enough, I fed myself during that time too. Oh, here we go. What do you sound like again?
Mick, mind cutting the
Oh.
veggies?
Never mind. Oh, wow. Like magic.
Hey! You're pretty good at that.
Not really. Anyone could do it.
Looks good to me anyway.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's she doing
Then
back there?
I think I'll get to the meat. Oi! Mithra!
Huh?
What are you doing?
Well, preparing the meat, of course. Are your eyes not working or something?
You're not using yours.
Well, cut it out. Back away and don't touch anything.
What? But why?
Seems like fun. Why don't I help, too?
Don't encourage her. You wouldn't talk that way if you knew the atrocities of Mithra's cooking.
Atrocities.
Atrocities?
It's censored? Ooh. Well, you go first. Oh no, they're in it together. I'm surprised they're still here. Just looking at it.
It does more damage to you than any artifice ever could.
Yeesh. He's still going over there. Oh my god, look at that pile that's building up.
Don't go around saying mean things like that.
Mithra.
Yeah?
Can I borrow you?
What is it? I'm about to help with dinner.
Lora, you too? Would you mind sparring with me, please?
Is this when it happens?
I don't mind, but
why don't I help with the cooking?
Oh, well, all right then.
Now, are they gonna recreate the Chapter 5 cutscene here? I'm pretty sure it's Chapter 5. The beginning of it. And that explains why Jin was away. And like, the dinner is ready.
Oh. Thank goodness.
Surely it can't be that bad.
Oh my god!
You could always try it out.
Mikhail, I think that's enough. Please. There's not even that much from the original vegetable in the first place.
Ah, perhaps not.
I'll wager nothing tastes as good as a good meal after some solid training. That sounds about right. I ate so much, I feel like I'm gonna burst. I think they implied that this was a cutscene, but they're not gonna show it. Aww. I guess it's redundant, but still. Pardon me, Master Addam, sir. While I was giving out rations, I heard the soldiers talking. They were saying that Let Bridge still hasn't been repaired. What? Still? We sent workers there a while back. What held them up? From what I hear, Gogols have been giving them no end of grief. I thought we preempted that too. Didn't we send enough guards? I must have underestimated the problem. Those Gogols sound pretty tough. They're really not. I can see them being a handful in packs though. For your average soldier, anyway. Those things are what destroyed the bridge in the first place. If we don't get that bridge repaired, it's going to seriously delay our going to and from the capital. How are Hugo and Ajin? I believe it may still be a while before they return. Great. Now let's go and wrap this whole bridge affair up before Hugo gets back. We'll set out early tomorrow morning. Okay, I'll help you with that. Actually, I might have to pass. Oh? What's wrong? Not feeling well? No, it's not that. It's just, I promised that I'd make my special dish tomorrow. Forget about that! I'll get all the ingredients and what have you, so you can focus on helping Master Addam. He needs you. There'll be time enough to cook later, after we get rid of the Gogols. We can celebrate our victory. We really could do with the help, Jin. Alright then. Or you could just leave all that to me. I'll cook up a feast for the ages. No, you flipping will won't. Okay then. Shall we go clear out the monsters on that bridge like we discussed earlier? Ancient lake bed. Oh, there's a little item right here. Ooh, is that an eye? Another slate piece. Huh. Ancient seal of Aletta.
Here we are.
I say we rest a bit.
This looks gnarly. Jesus. Huh. Oh. Find the slate pieces, fall into the various regions of Torna, and put them back together to steel pedestal. Wow. Okay. 5 each. Makes sense. Oh no, not quite. Huh. Well, let's chat. We don't know Malos' location right now, and we have little time until Hugo gets back. We'll have to take care of those Gogols so that the repairs for that bridge can continue. You're right. We should make that our immediate objective. So, these Gogols, are they tough? One of the fiercest species in this area, for sure. I bet if I got serious with them, they'd fall in no time. Hey, be serious. If we really went at it, you'd probably destroy what's left of the bridge. Hey, that's not true. Well, okay, maybe it is true. We were blasted right off into the horizon. That bridge is a vital link to the capital. You can't really get in or out without it. So we've really got to get rid of those Gogols. But I'll have to ask you to go a little easy on them, Betra. Yeah, whatever.
So this is how it
Man.
Does not
Man.
retreat and ready.
Oh, wait, that's Pyra's. Oh. Okay. Pyro special right there. And the first circle is now complete. Hey, look at that.
To a single target.
Don't overdo it.
Oh my god, why? Oh, here we go. They actually tell you what's an actual route if you look at the names. It's because everything else like Photon and Ice 2. But Rigid again is Burnout. Ah. So it's not always figuring it out. That's nice. Is this normal to be struggling this much, this early on to the story? Well, quote unquote early on. Actually, I'm gonna start with Mithra. Wait, were you about to just throw a rock?
I think you'll agree the victory was undoubtedly mine this time, Mithra.
Oh no.
I just wasn't really feeling it. So I thought, hey, I'll throw you a bone.
You two are such good friends. I must admit I'm a little envious.
Launch heat.
We're riding high.
How about this?
Now let our true colors shine.
Right, keep extending it. There we go. That's one way to do it.
No match for us.
It's great that we avoided a major injury.
Phew, we managed it, just about. Alright, they were a little tougher than I expected. I did think that you were underestimating them. At any rate, the restoration of the bridge can begin now. That's right. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. Lora, when we get back to camp, what would you say to a little more training? If we don't temper Mithra's skills a tad, I'm somewhat apprehensive of the battles to come. Hey, wait a second. Just what is that supposed to mean? I've noticed you getting a little, well, careless, to be frank. You need to be more mindful, or we'll never beat Malos. Careless? Mindful? Gee, thanks for the personal attack. Slow down there. What's gone into you? Nothing's gotten into me. It doesn't matter how much we train, I'm not going to magically become more mindful. The end. Let's go home. Why is she so angry? Come on, Mithra. Come on.
Glad we were able to help out.
Is it really gonna take, like, a depression arc for you to become a better person?
Are we there yet?
Oh no, this is the cutscene.
Amazing, Lora. Even when I foresee your movements, you counter me instantly.
I couldn't do it without Haze's power.
And the setting is different.
What about you? I don't see you using Mithra's hidden ability.
And what if we did?
Well, if you did. I just have to bring out my original blade.
So are they talking about the artifice in this case?
Master Addam. Your evening meal is ready for you.
My lord, my lady, we've discovered Malos' target. The capital.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, no doubt about it.
Hi.
Malos?
Hello.
And here I thought I had seen the last of you.
Now. I never meant our parting would be forever, you know. I've just been to see the Tornan Titan. I bet it'd be real interesting to see it in its true form.
True form?
Where did you learn that?
Learn? Inside my core, I have all the data of all Blades and Titans.
You think to call yourself the Master Blade?
Sure, why not? Sounds good. So, exciting, right? My partner. I hear you gave her to that Tornan prince.
And if I did, you'd erase me? Just like that?
Not at all. I have a much better idea than that. I've decided my next target is Torna.
Oh, is this
tell me so plainly?
happening in right now in the present?
So you know what to look forward to as you watch.
Well, no, this had to happen a little bit in the past, because we are just finding out that he's targeting Torna.
But he doesn't know what Malos is planning for Torna.
We should probably hurry.
Soon. We'll go once Hugo's back.
Yeah, we need our tank. Like, Bridget, you do fine, but like, it's rough out here. And there he is. It's good to see you again, everyone. Hugo, have you finished surveying the battlefield? Or battleground? We have. We came upon something of grave importance. You're looking a bit pale there, Hugo. Are you alright? I'm just a little tired. That's all. I'm not surprised. The Saiyan resistance fought so desperately. They really took it out of us. The battleground was a terrible sight to behold. How many more lives must Malos wrest from us? We must do all we can to revenge them. It is truly tragic. We'll put a stop to it. Come on, the repair lead bridge while you were away. I think it's time for us to move on. Can we trust the veracity of the source? I believe we can. The Praetorium's intelligence is likely to be on the mark. Our info is coming from the Questa, then. In that case, I believe we have little room for doubt. The capital, huh? That's a long way. It is. Once we're over the bridge, we'll have to cross the Danak Desert. Danae? Probably. What do you want to do, Mick? You can stay here if you want. We can have him, one of the wardens look after him. I'll go with you. Are you sure? Sooner or later, we'll end up facing Malos. It's a dangerous road that lies before us. I'm going with you. Mikao. What should we do? Thinking about it now, there is no guarantee that his staying here would assure his safety. He may in fact be safer in our company. Is that not so? Shall we let him come with us then? Talk about twisting a person's arm. Fine. We're all going to the capital. Are you sure this is what you want, Mikao? Hugo, I have a proposal for you. Oh, yes? I've been thinking, after the sparring match for Lora yesterday, when do we also make better use of our skills if we pass around our weapons the way she does? How about it? Want to give it a go? Oh, right, the tutorial did mention that, like, towards the beginning in Torgoth, that they weren't going to be able to use level 4 specials until later. Perhaps it's worth a try. Lora has access to both Jin and his weapons when fighting. It's sure to open up her options in battle. I don't think it would be wise for us to learn from her, especially given our coming battle with the Aegis. So we're agreed. Bitta, I'd like to try using your sword. Mind if I borrow it? It's all yours. I doubt you're gonna do as well as those three, though. Strangely humble of you. That's not what I meant. Actually, forget what I said. We're gonna knock this out of the park. Now that's more like it. Bridget, Asian, you might not be so convinced at first, but give it time, and we will surely reap the rewards. As you wish, Your Majesty. I would never question your authority, Your Majesty. Thank you. I am blessed to have such faithful attendants. Let's make tracks, people. We'll be right with you. Onwards then, to the capital. Okay, so in that case, let's try this. I don't know why we want to exclude anyone this early on. All teams level 4 specials now available. There we go. So I just need to do a quick fight real quick to see what Vision Agents things are.
I won't enjoy this.
So break and then launch. Ah. And Hugo has the topple. Ooh, another plate.
This is new.
This place would make a perfect base of operations.
Something like that. And level 4.
To the power of Bridget.
The flames dance!
Good going, guys.
Excellent.
I shall use this power for the glory of Mordain. A magnificent display of skill, Your Majesty.
Alright, now is the Aegean. And I need to go back to do Pyra and Addam too. Pyra? Mithra? Pyra doesn't exist yet. Oh, I wonder if Addam's second, like, blade is going to be Pyra. Or if he... yeah, because I imagine he's not going to get another blade at all.
A Slive Jagron. What's an Ethereal monster doing here?
Oh.
Worry about that later. Come on!
Wait, is that already a mark from Jin? Not Jin. From Malos, I mean. He's just extending
I'll attack on your mark.
My turn! No! Mithra, you stole it!
If I must.
Auto counter mode? Oh, that's an interesting talent art. Ah, that's disappointing. Here we go. Are we about to see them do it here?
Is it over?
Yeah. Guys, no! That's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything either. Who did that? A flesh eater.
Minnow!
Oh my god, you?
Always slow to finish a job, my prince.
I thought I told you to stop calling me that.
Minoff.
A blade?
He's Minoff, Questor of Malthus's blade.
Malthus's?
He's one of the Questors in Indol. And Malos' driver.
No. Minoff is Addam's other blade. Okay. Yep.
Let us show you why we fight.
I shall wield my full power in the name of the Emperor. We've
Don't
made
you
them
know
mad.
who I am?
Hit them with their elemental weakness.
Ready to go.
There we go, shall fly.
Giving up is
Excuse me?
Haven't I?
We're not done.
Oh my god.
We must consider.
Oh, oh wow,
options
Minoff is
carefully.
Dark Element. Ooh. But why? Come on. It makes sense, we don't have a Dark Element, otherwise we'd be screwed out of that. Ah. Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
That was my only chance to do a chain attack, wasn't it?
Cannot continue.
This is so bad.
Stay with the flow of that.
I don't know what to blame, myself or the game. Probably myself, in all honesty. Jin? You okay? And smash! Smash! Alright, do steam explosion here. And then we use level 4 special with Mithra on the next guy. And here we go! I don't know when you guys will practice it. Cool. Now what we need to do is see Aegians. Menoth is actually a gunslinger blade. That's really cool. There was actually nothing like that in the original. Oh wait, Menoth, you're with us. You know what that means. Okay, I like that one a lot. Oh wait, it was at camps that we cash in bonus experience, isn't it? I have not done that at all. And now we can chalk with Menoth too. Rest till morning, then strike camp. Yeah, they always hit B instead of resting. Menoth, you saved me. Thank you. Come on, be serious. You're a prince, not a jester. I am being serious. Fact of the matter is, you couldn't have survived that monster at Ulned's trail without my help. I only heard his voice like once, so I'm not sure just yet. Ugh. You're not wrong, but we'll do better next time. I assure you. Well, maybe I'll try and up my game a little too. Sure, accepted the help, but I didn't feel too steady out there. Oh, interesting. He looks cool, I gotta say. He reminds me of your teacher from Tales of Abyss, actually. Luke's little mementor. Yeah. How should I have? Oh my god.
What an incredible feeling.
This explains so much. This explains so much. I've been playing this game without cashing in my bonus experience.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
There we go. Ooh. I'm glad I remembered relatively early on, right? Oh snap, everybody's morning dialogue. And this absolute silence. Never mind. Man, so Mithra has really only had 2 drivers in her life, huh? Addam and Rex. That's kind of crazy to think about. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Ow, that did a lot of damage to Jin. You might kill it just straight up. Nope. Alright, we can still do a chain attack then. Alright. I guess not. Either it's just like a pixel off from being full, or I was like stuck in an animation. I think it's the first one.
You've got an interesting way of fighting.
Want to try it?
You are?
Lora, that's Jin. And she is Hayes.
Pleased to meet you.
Jin? You don't mean from Torna? But 17 years ago, wasn't he? Enough! Not a word to anyone! Sounds like a good story is all I'm saying.
You want to hear?
Another time.
That was close. Thanks, Minoth. You're very capable, even on your own.
Well, maybe I should thank him, or not?
Your core looks kind of different.
Ah, well, I'm a flesh eater.
A flesh eater?
But I'm pretty sure I'm a failed experiment, so to speak.
I never knew blades like that existed.
Flesh eaters.
What of Amalthus?
Okay.
Isn't he coming?
Nah. It's been 2 years since I saw him last.
Huh?
I feel like I recognize his voice actor, but I can't. Again, I don't remember the role that I've heard them in. Minos, specifically, I should say. So we're gonna see what happened to the baby. Again, I don't think that baby's Addam anymore.
I arrived too late.
Is that right? Was that their child? That soldier? Wasn't that the one from...
Such a cruel world we live in.
Huh.
In Indal, there are a great many paintings depicting all manner of hells.
Interesting.
But I think real hell might be closer to something like this.
Amalthus, you can't...
I had hoped once that the architect might save us all.
I see. It's interesting that only Malos got inflicted so heavily by...
Since then, I haven't seen him.
Got inflicted so heavily by Amalthus's desires to destroy the world, but Minoff didn't. And I wonder if that's because of the flesh eater cells that he has that gave him some kind of independence from Amalthus in the first place. Unless Amalthus didn't awaken Minoff.
I heard he went climbing up the world tree not long after.
Oh, okay.
And brought divine revelations back with him.
You mean...
The Aegis. Malos.
Mithra too.
But what kind of revelation is this? What kind of salvation? Could anyone call this salvation? His hope caused this. Or his despair.
Despair?
How about you then? You're from the same stock?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just following this guy since he woke me up, and that's basically it. I have no particular interest in this world or its future.
And Malos himself?
His thoughts, I'm especially uninterested in. We've never even met.
Please, don't mistake her. Despite the attitude, she's a good kid.
The hell is with that tone? Where do you get off acting all parental?
Oh, come on. I woke you up. I make sure you get enough to eat.
What?
Cloud sea crab sticks are tasty, aren't they? You're very welcome. Although I don't think I'd have managed to eat 6 myself.
What? You counted?
I don't know where you put all that.
I can put...
Aegis.
I have 2
need
guesses.
all the fuel I can get. Hey!
You are too easy to sneak up on. Where are my extra rations?
You little...
The Aegis, bested by a little kid.
Milton! Get back here!
Hmm?
You know, if the architect really does exist, I'd quite like to meet him. Salvation, huh?
Okay, some new tips have been added. Oh, okay, we're starting to get more and more of the story now. Olnard's trail complete. Oh, I was heading in that direction
Your
anyway.
sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
It's still quite rough, though. I'm a bit lacking in oomph. It'll take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Oh? What then?
That connection you have. Human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual bond?
It's like that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know.
It does make sense. Lady Lora is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
You think?
At least she was honest.
All right then. Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful!
You don't mind?
It's all right by me.
Point proven, right? Lora and her blades really had a massive impact on the history of drivers, huh? We need some better blankets, you guys. Jesus. And more of them, for that matter. And Aegean is none the wiser.
Do you remember? The last time we paid a visit to Indal?
What did you think?
You mean about him? Let's see. In a word, he seemed very human, protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Are you curious what's behind it?
Not really. Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indal have been quite grand.
It looks just the same.
The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
The world in this state.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
And they're fighting over food, over rations.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me. I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to a Malthus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what
Oh, I thought he was talking about
Malthus...
Malthus from the start.
No. what all of humanity really wants.
You don't mean it.
Hey. What are we going to do if we defeat Malos anyway?
You know. Like I told Hugo, go home and work the land. I didn't get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might not be too pleased with that.
His position as the Aegis' driver is starting to settle in more and more. Back in this room.
Who is this?
You trash.
During a
Throw him
routine
away.
core collection.
As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more. What a waste of a human being.
The project we spoke of before. I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean...
a
blade eater?
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater. Torna, then? He's on your mind, isn't he? Malos.
Not him, but what comes after.
Interesting. Okay. Seeing all these things about Malthus, Addam, and Minoff, all the motivation this character, like drama and stuff, 500 years ago. It's really cool. So you're trying to take down Malos? We must. He's already sunk the Sion Titan. We can't just sit back and let him destroy the whole of Aurest. Of course we can't. Okay. I even though I heard his voice more, I just didn't remember it all that well. Of course we can't. But he's the Aegis man. You can't just go up and try to fight him all on your own. You can, when you've got another Aegis in the party. Word. Even still. In any case, our primary goal is to defend Torna, and not necessarily to bring Malos to a grisly end. Perhaps we can even convince him to end this peaceably. Oh, Addam. Minoff here is a blade of a Malthus, just like Malos. I'm sure he knows far better about our chances than we do. You say he's being realistic? I am being realistic. If it's a Malthus saying the capital is the target, then it has to be true. You still trust him after everything he's done? Whatever he does is for his own benefit. You're just pawns in his game. We all are. If you're going to the capital, I assume you're well equipped for the deserts? Well equipped how? Oh, so you were just going to go in there and collapse from desert fever. Fantastic. The desert fever? An endemic disease caused by fungi. There's no harm to blades, but to humans, it can be lethal. Why haven't we heard of this? Ah, that. I forgot. Dumbass! Are you trying to get us killed before we even find Malos? Let's see to it that doesn't happen, shall we? Alright, can I get max affinity, please? I want to see Minoff and Addam do their level 4. There we go. Oh. Okay, come on. Come on. No, okay. Whew, I did it. Oh, he's dead. I guess I get to see it without any interference. Oh, that's cool. Guys, you're firing at nothing. It definitely does feel like you take a lot more damage in this game. But that's probably to encourage the use of switching your Vanguard to heal up the red health. Alright, here we go. Level 4. Everyone always attacks together at the end, don't they? Nice. Okay. Hello there, Mungo. Prince Addam, and your companions by your side. If I boldly guess, were you so kind as to come here to obtain some desert traversal preparations? Yes. Alright, here you go. Take them, huh?
Finally, we set out for the city.
Let's hope it's worth the wait.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what kind of place it is.
Hayes, remember, this isn't a sightseeing expedition.
Yes, I know. But surely there will be a bit of spare time for me and Lady Lora to go shopping.
I didn't mean to wag my finger at you, Hayes. Of course, you're the only one that can do that stuff with Lora. If you can get away with it, more power to you.
Actually, Jin, you should come too. We're gonna need someone to carry out the things they buy.
Well, alright. I did kinda want some new shoes anyway. Okay. That's a neat little mindset to have. And yeah, it does appear when you actually sit down at it. Ooh, it's like a little town. No one's here.
Something wrong?
No, but this place is familiar somehow.
Oh, no, it's not that. Okay.
It feels like it anyway.
Is it possible you've been here before?
I have no memory of it. But still.
Maybe you could just have a little walk around. Something might jog your memory.
Yeah, maybe so.
Oh, is this where we're gonna... Hyper Village. Whoa, where'd all these people come from? Buzz! Well met there, travelers. Drivers and blades! If you're to cross the named desert, would you come and stay in my inn first? Isn't this the guy that was like, oh, aren't you Jin? No, I think it was just a random old man. Yeah, this is this
Hey,
scene.
you! You wouldn't be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
I'll check out the back.
Good.
Here we go. I wonder where this story is gonna end.
My, how terribly desolate. I heard it's been 90 years, but...
Does
what is it?
Vines and stuff grow
Did
that
you
fast over 90
remember
years?
something?
I know it's a long time, but still.
No, it's nothing.
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learnt about the old you.
I am who I am. I do not change.
What?
Lora, you okay? What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
What?
Huh? But...
What?
That was such an awesome line.
What?
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
But...
I'm just as confused
I don't
as you are,
think
Jen.
any girl could refuse you.
No, I didn't mean to.
Nuh-uh! You're smooth and you know it.
Lora, what do you...
She is crushing so hard.
Good times. Smiling faces. It's her, right? Ornelia here.
Yes. Yes, I think it is.
The girl on Jin's right, I think.
Standing next to you.
Yeah.
With such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Hey, we should take a photo.
Really?
Of us together.
Oh, you imagine how crazy that would be.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's
when
here.
Did this become a group thing? Me and Jin?
Come now, Lora. We all drink from the same well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
I've never done this before. Feels nice.
Your Majesty, if I may say, it's no time for levity.
Nah, this is the perfect time for levity.
Relax. You should be open to new experiences.
Oh, who did we fall in with here?
Okay, ready for the photo? Everyone say, Glorna!
Lorna?
There.
Aww, look at everyone. I wonder who has this photo.
How long have you been with Addam?
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Addam was the one that helped us out.
Okay.
Right. So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what caused the flood. Hey, Lora. You were looking for your mother, right? Did you get separated during the war?
If only that were the case. There are some things you don't know about me.
Things?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mother used to work as hired help. When I was about 10, she was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10?
That's right. Things immediately turned bloody. I had to get out of there in a hurry. 17 years later, here I am.
Wow! You don't look 27. I would have said 20 at most.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere.
Well, just like me and Mick, I guess.
Yeah, like plenty of kids out there. That's why I'd like to help, stand by them, just like Jin always stood by me. It's almost more real than real family. Right? Don't you think, Mick? What? No reaction? I'm really trying here, you know.
Ah, it's fine. He's smiling on the inside.
Well now, you can tell?
Sorta.
I see. Well, I'm feeling all inspired now. Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
Yeah!
I really like Lora.
You can join in, you know.
What's that?
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
That's not what I'm...
I happen to think you've got a lot going for you, you know?
The groundwork being laid. I wonder how things would have turned out if Addam wasn't afraid of Mithra's power.
Should we really be bringing the kids along?
Are you worried? Alrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight. But if...
Where are you going?
I want to speak with Addam.
At this time of night?
I'll see what he thinks about it. And if his mind is made up, there's still no harm done.
Probably just be... Oh!
How long have you been there? Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
Ah.
Oh What are you talking about?
Get out! Interloper! Monster!
Hey, quit it! This is where I sleep. It ain't your bed, lady. Ow! Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum. You know that, you simpleton.
Hey, wait a minute. Calm down, both of you. Ow! Come on, take it down. No!
What's all the noise? Is something up?
It's probably better to sit this one out.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's wise.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
That would probably be for the best.
Morning.
Morning.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Mitra is really good with headshots, isn't she?
Sounded like quite a scene.
Yes, well, I was just collateral damage. Before, you said if you met a child in whom you saw something of yourself, you'd want to help them. I don't have the heart to leave them here.
I know. And they've got their own concerns. They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think it's on us to see they don't come to harm.
Right. And what a charge it is.
Mitra like that. Right, all. Ready for a quick mosey across the desert? Of course you would say mosey. That is, assume we've all got your medicine. Right here. It won't leave my side. How about you, Milton? Miguel? We're all good. I've been keeping tabs on him since morning. This is all intentional, right? By the design of Addam? Not Addam. By Malos. He told Amalthus so that Amalthus would tell them because he thinks that it doesn't matter if they know or not. Ooh, look at this.
Ah, this is new.
There's a quest right
would
there.
make a perfect base of operations.
Okay.
They've spotted us.
I just like walked literally right in front of you. That's fair.
I believe I've gained a little skill.
Nice.
The future is within our grasp. United we stand.
What a merry band of adventurers we are, eh?
Very important.
Indeed. Though I quite liked being just the two of us. Oh, no. It's nothing.
Huh? Come again? I really should learn to stop mumbling.
Ah, that's cute.
Reinforcements have arrived.
This is a very, very pretty place. Again, it reminds me of another location from Monster Hunter World. It's like a combination of the desert and the coral place. Just a little bit. It's not exactly as colorful, but it has the vibes going there for me.
We made it. Good
Oddrider's
stuff.
Forest Trail.
Doesn't seem so bad.
Ooh, okay. I wonder how soon Malos is gonna attack. Because I don't think he's gonna attack like right off the bat as soon as we arrive, right? Well-groomed guard. Aegis guard. Well, yeah, Torna is very...
That's not right.
What's not right?
This Titan. Why isn't it in its real form?
You noticed?
What do you mean?
That isn't the original form of the Tornan Titan. In ancient times, the Tornan Titan held awesome power.
Oh.
Torna made use of that power to dominate Alrest for 1,000 years. but the power was shut away in the reign of Electos I. Since then, the Titan has looked like this.
Interesting, okay.
See that glowing sphere in the castle tower? That forms the seal.
And that's probably gonna be Malos' target?
Is that what Malos is aiming for?
Oh!
Why would he do that? Wouldn't it be a threat to him too?
Nah, that's unleashed power right there.
I don't know myself. But in any case, if he makes a move for it, it is clear what we must do.
Agreed.
You can see the palace in the distance. We should head there first. Offer our report to His Majesty.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's the theme for this area gonna be? Auresco, Royal Capital. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna turn up the game just a little bit so that we can hear the music more better.
I tremble with excitement.
Okay.
I tremble with excitement.
So far, I really like the theme.
We made it. Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
Oh, hard luck.
Yeah. 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 I think this will be my favorite song of the Torna OST. No, it might be a little bit too early to say, but it's really shaping up to be.
Well, here we are.
I say we rest a bit. Who's in?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will be. Now I wonder if there's gonna be a night theme version. Because so far there hasn't really been for many of these areas. But this is like our first like major town, so who knows. Oh, there is. Ah. I love Xenoblade music so much. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't stay here forever.
This place would make
Alright, back down to where you were
base of
before.
operations.
Ooh, look at this place. I forgot what these like little gardens are called. Zen gardens. Oh, Zen gardens, right?
My hopes are high for this one.
Something's buried down here.
Oh, you have mining. Good to know. Oh yeah, speaking of guitars, since this is so prominent here, I think I need to restring my own because I've been trying to practice it recently, and I've noticed that it feels like that is cutting into my fingers a lot more than it has in the past. I think that's a sign of like worn down strings. Or that my fingers are just a lot more delicate now. For some reason. I don't know why. But who knows? I know that callus is supposed to be a thing and all that, but I feel like even then, when I didn't have any callus on my fingers before, it didn't hurt that much. So
We made it. Good stuff.
Doesn't seem...
Right. Lord Addam, and Your Majesty Emperor Hugo. I expect there must be some sort of emergency. Quester Amatus is also gracing us with his presence. Oh. Please wait here and inform the king you've arrived. This feels kind of
Malos
awkward.
aims for the seal.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Look at you guys.
He draws ever closer to the capital, leaving destruction in his wake. Our path here was littered with the wounds of his procession, my lord.
So, the Quester's report was true. Noble Hugo. At this time of grave peril, you have afforded us your trusty aid. Your due will be our eternal thanks.
He looks so... Oh my god.
I'm scarcely worthy of it, Your Majesty.
He low-key looks evil.
As the Titans breathe, I merely followed Prince Addam against the peril we face. In truth, it is to him that your kind praise is due.
Ah, the trust of the dread Ardanian throne. 'Tis a much-valued gift to our young scion of Aletta.
You know,
mark it well.
His face kind of reminds me of Jack's. And that's probably why.
It gladdens me.
Your most noble honors pierce my unworthy
maybe not
heart,
Jack's.
my lord.
Someone else, though.
Begging your pardon, Lord, would that honor were the only currency in this grave business. An armed band transgressed the sacred boundaries of the capital without regal assent. The act merits bitter punishment.
Suppose you that our soldiers can subdue Malos alone?
I don't...
That doesn't make Sitar.
Indeed. The army of resistance fearlessly dashes to our nation's aid. They tremble not in the face of the mightiest of foes. To punish them is unthinkable.
Yes, but...
Zeta, what does not bend only breaks. We must suffer to Addam his just bounty. I hereby enfief you as Lord of Heblin.
This is too much for me, my lord. First, I must busy myself with the command of the resistance force. We can't allow Malos to take the seal. I'd be much obliged if you could grant permission for the resistance to move freely within your lands, lord.
As you wish. Brave soldiers of Torna, hear your king. Our country must make its own sacrifice to halt the terrible power of the Aegis.
Indol, too, pledges its flesh and blood to the cause.
It kind of feels like...
I humbly confess that it was my own lack of foresight which brought us to this pass.
Imagine if, like, Mithra and Malos were switched, right? Or Mithra was the villain and Malos is who Rex bonded with. I will give you half of my life force.
Or rather, my lord, what is your aim? Why give Heblin to Addam?
He has declined our offer. Perhaps our good wishes suffice.
Yet still he holds all the power. He makes allies of foreign lords without permission and gathers together a fighting force.
Zeta, my brother, hear me well. The sickened world rests heavy upon my crown. I fear too heavy for my mortal neck.
Majesty.
And this disorderly throne is more apt for one such as Addam.
He's not gonna like that.
Brother, you mean to set my birthright on the caitiff's shoulders?
God, I can finally breathe. What's wrong? You got asthma or something?
It's alright. There's no need for concern. Lady Lora gets like this whenever she has to deal with formal situations.
That's not ideal. You're one to talk.
You've been waiting outside the whole time, just idling by yourself. That's so selfish.
Cut him some slack, Lora. Minoff had good reason not to go, especially when his least favorite individual was attending.
Least favorite? Wait, you mean Amalthus, don't you? I'm sorry, I didn't...
It's fine. I'm a coward, I admit it.
We should endeavor to make sure that Minoff steers well clear of the Quester in the future. So, Addam, what's our next course of action?
We may have warned them in time, but there's no telling when Malos might launch his attack. Indeed. We can start by taking a stroll around the city and seeing what the residents have to say.
You can't be serious.
Malos is virtually breathing down our necks and you want to waste time catching up? That's not what this is. We'd get to learn the lay of the land too, and we'd get an idea of the overall mood.
He's right. Establishing a good rampart with the residents will give us an edge when the time comes.
Perhaps the Aegis feels that she can handle the situation all on her own.
Fine,
whatever. You all know better than me, so go on ahead. Bunch of bullies. We're not saying it to be mean, Mithra. We all have to make concessions, and I think even you understand that now. You've really matured, you know?
Am I supposed to take that as a compliment? You should. Addam's been looking out for you this whole time. You know he's being honest.
Agreed.
You should take this praise at face value. Now, let's set to exploring the city. Plenty of atmosphere to soak up.
Oh yes, plenty of atmosphere. Oh snap. Is this it? Explore Auresco, Aletta, and Gormont and resolve various people issues in raid community to level 2. Yep, here it is. Alright. Is this the only one, or is this like the first of many? That's the question. Now, I'm halfway to community level 2. So I wonder, do I do this now, or do this off screen and have it ready for the next stream on Friday? I'm actually really happy that we're here in Torna and seeing what it's like, hearing the music especially, because that's my favorite part of these games.